A little over a month into full-time oat mode. Let's do some status updates. We have got our LLC processed, so we are officially an LLC. Because we got our LLC, then we get our EIN number. I successfully passed my ServSafe exam, so we are ServSafe certified, which is important. We want to keep everybody safe and healthy and not make people sick. Location. We feel pretty good about one place in particular, downtown Portland, which was always important for us because that's where our target demographic is. That's where I've spent the last 10 years of my professional life, and that's where I'd like to stay. Walkability was important when it came to the location. I wanted to make sure that my customers could get in the door and get out the door, more importantly. Portland has a lot of great storefronts in the Old Port. Not all of them are particularly great for when you are leaving a place with food in your hands. Size, we wanted to make sure that we hit that sweet spot where overhead didn't hinder us, but also we provided enough space for our customers. And of course, a major issue is going to make sure that we weren't dealing with a place that was in such rough shape that financially it was going to be a real challenge to get it up to code. So we feel good about the place that we're looking at, and we hope we can have more of a concrete update very soon. We have been meeting with some banks. For anybody looking to start a business, the first thing that people will tell you is get your business plan solid, get your numbers right. The banks are going to be asking all kinds of questions about that stuff, and it's better to have it ready to go before they ask than have to scramble at the last minute when they do ask. I was guilty of a little bit of both. I had what I thought was ready to go, but then they asked for more. But at least I had been doing some of the lifting so that it wasn't from scratch. I've had some meetings with some local companies. I want to try to do local as much as I possibly can. Had some great meetings, had some great tours. That's one of the real perks of getting into this kind of business is taking tours of factories and getting free samples and getting to taste incredible food. When it comes to distributors, I'm looking to build a national chain here. And as much as I want to stay local with the products, I also have to consider the scalability of the distributor. If we get to a point where we are scaling up and we have to change distributors, it can be really painful for our supply chain. So we want to make sure we get it right from the start, or as right as we possibly can. And last update is the website. So anybody who's visited the Oat Mode website knows that it's basically a placeholder at this point. I've been working on a layout for the website, how I want the design to feel and how I want the design to be a reflection of the brand. Next week in Portland is school vacation week. My kids, they're going to help me with food photography. We're going to be setting up a photo shoot next week. And so then we'll have all the raw materials that we can start putting together the website. And I'm hoping in the next couple of days, I have more information regarding website development, something potentially very exciting. But for now, those are the updates. We're making real progress on a daily basis. It's like they say about having kids. The years are short, but the days are long. Starting a business feels a little bit like that. You kind of get to a point where you step back and you realize, oh, I've actually come a long way. And then you kind of take another step back and you realize, I got a long way left to go. More updates this week on other things. In the meantime, remember to like and subscribe. And of course,
Go with the grain.
go with the grain. Go out mode.